Hi, I'm Jim Hagan, host of Seen and Heard. On this episode, I am talking with Alissa Liebenguth, an actor who's just getting started in the world of film. Alissa has had some acting and modeling training before landing her first film role, and since then, she has jumped right in, taking on horror projects, exploring photography and writing, and she even sculpted some props for a movie. Well, we talk about her first film, Baby Dead Bird, and her upcoming project, Midwest Outbreak, where she's learning as she gets more experience and where she hopes all of this will take off. So let's get into it. Here's my conversation with Alissa Liebenguth. Okay. Alissa, thank you so much for being here. How have you been?
Great. Absolutely great.
Good. Hey, the first question I ask everybody is, how do we know each other?
Well, I did my first film and you were cast in it, and that is how we met.
That was your first film?
Yes. Yeah.
I don't know why I didn't know that. Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was my first film, fresh out of the box. I did school beforehand, but I've had no experience prior.
School, like stage stuff, like plays and whatever.
Yeah, it's like a modeling and acting school. I paid for it. It was all online.
Oh.
And I did it for like 8 months.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And that was okay. So just film acting you've done? You haven't done any stage work?
No, I haven't done any stage work yet.
I have a bunch of film friends who are like afraid to do theater. And I got to tell you, there's nothing scary about it. I know sometimes it can be hard to get in because you don't really know the people, but it's the same thing with film. You didn't know anybody when you started there either.
Exactly. You have to just push through it and do it. You got to get away. You have to let go of the embarrassment and the fear.
Yeah.
That's what I.
So, acting, model school, is that something you've always wanted to do, or did it just happen to you?
Well, I mean, as a child, of course, I've thought about it all the time. I've had family members and people telling me like, "Oh, you should do modeling." It was more so everybody was like, "You should do modeling." And in the back of my head, I've always thought about doing acting, but I never thought I would have pursued it. And so one day I was like, you know what? Why don't I? So I filled out some applications for agencies and I got a call back and they were like, you can do this school and then we'll sign you with the agency and then you'll get auditions and everything else afterwards. But no, I really didn't think I was ever going to do it until I actually did it, and I learned that I love it.
Love it. Do you prefer the modeling or the acting?
Definitely the acting.
Okay.
Honestly, I could care less about the modeling.
Okay. Is there, and I don't mean to stay on the modeling, but is there a different approach when you're in front of the camera as far as acting as opposed to modeling?
Well, I mean, yeah, because it's more photos and then the runway type of thing. And
okay. Yeah.
I don't really.
You'd rather show that personality and
yeah.
So what so we were in Baby Bird. Was that?
Yeah.
You said that was the first thing you had done. That obviously it hooked you. You're doing more stuff. That experience was really good for you then. Okay, so when we were in Baby Bird, you said that this is definitely something I want to continue doing.
Oh yeah, I finally felt like, I'm doing something I'm supposed to do. It made me feel good. It was fun. It's just, I feel like I'm supposed to do it. It's like, I've never had that feeling. And I've done lots of things over my young life. And, I dabble in I draw too, but I've never got the I'm supposed to be an artist or I'm supposed to, be a painter.
Right.
Artistically. But when I do this, it's like, yeah, I love it.
So when in the film we were in that didn't get made, at least the version I was in, did you? You were the bad guy. You were like not like evil, but you were pretty bad. Do you prefer the bad guy?
It was fun.
Yeah,
it was fun. It's fun acting like a deranged character. Do I prefer it? I'm not at a point where I know what I prefer yet.
Okay.
I'm still, so far, it's been strictly horror for me. But in the second film, I'm not the bad guy.
Okay. Oh,
anymore.
that's good.
Yeah. So I got to act in other ways.
Good. I do find that independent film does seem to lean heavily towards horror, and I don't know what that is. I don't mind horror. I'm not a big horror fan myself, but like I wouldn't
I
mind
remember.
doing a
Yeah.
romantic comedy or a character driven drama, something like that would be nice. But it's just far and few between in the independent scene, which is too bad in my opinion. When you're creating your character, because that is so obviously the writer writes the script, but you need to bring that character to the page or to the screen.
Yes.
What's the hardest part for you? Do you have trouble memorizing lines at all, or is
No.
it just being that was a quick answer.
Yeah. No, because that's the thing that surprised me the most, because in the first film I had monologue after monologue after monologue, and they were long.
Yeah.
And I remember them, blew my mind. I have a technique that I do usually.
Okay. Yeah, we all do.
And so what I like to do is I'll read my lines for an hour right before I go to bed. I do nothing else, and I will not scroll on my phone. I won't drink any pop and none of that. So I just go over the lines for about an hour, then I go right to bed. As soon as I wake up, I go over the lines for another hour, and then I'm ready to go.
So what about the acting has surprised you? Like the art of the acting. Obviously it surprised you in that you're like, oh my gosh, I'm actually might be pretty good at this. But like, is there something else, like, because obviously we all watch movies, we watch television, but when you're on set, it's a little bit different.
I'd say how easily I could go into the character and then go back to myself, I guess.
Sure. Like when we take a break and we eat pizza, you're right back to Alissa.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
How did you get the role in Baby Bird?
After I graduated, it was my first audition ever.
So you auditioned for Chris. Chris, I can't pronounce his last name either, but he was
Chris, I think it's I'm sure he's probably gonna see this. Hayek.
I'll put it somewhere in the description.
Don't butcher me for it, Chris, if you're seeing this.
Right. He's got a tough name. He knows it. So
I have a tough name too, so I get it.
So you auditioned for it, because that's what I did too. I auditioned. I didn't know Chris. I didn't know anybody actually.
Yeah. Well, so my agency actually got the audition. They sent it over to me.
Oh.
He only asked me for a monologue. So I sent in my monologue, and it was a range of 3 emotions. I was a drunk woman getting a divorce, and it was like heightened emotion, crazy, and then sad. And then I went to meet him after that. We talked about the role. Originally, I had gotten a small role. I was Brooke, and I was just getting my leg chopped off. That's it. And, it was my first time meeting anyone, doing anything outside of school. And I was like, yeah, I got to do this. I got to go for it. And I just screamed bloody murder and did the best I could, because I was getting my leg chopped off. And then Chris decided, I guess I needed a bigger role. And then that's how that went.
Well, that's pretty neat. That's
very cool.
That's pretty good. I'm glad that happened for you. So
yes, me too.
So when I did it, I was just a small character. I get murdered by you and your partner in the cabin or whatnot. But then I moved out to where I'm at now because life happens and sometimes things change. And then Chris decided to redo the whole movie, which means that now I'm not in it anymore, which is fine. But did it change a lot, or was it the same thing? He just needed to reshoot it for.
No, definitely changed significantly, and over time as we were doing it as well. The character names are the same. Their roles are very different, but in a sense the same.
Sure.
Like, so I played Missy previously. She had gotten a smaller role, and in this one I played Amber. And her role is larger.
I was just going to say that the trailer is out, or the teaser trailer at least. So I'm going to link that so that everybody can see if they want to see it. So we're done. So it's done. What What did it feel like when you said that last line?
Oh, great. Hurrah. Hooray. Can I see it on the big screen already?
Right. Is there does he have an idea when that's going to happen?
Yeah, aiming for October-ish would be the perfect time,
That would be the perfect time. Yeah.
So, crossing fingers, it's going to be done by then.
Yeah.
It should be. I got to see a clip or two. I got to see a clip with me, or Tim and I, and then I got to see a clip of just myself, and so far, unedited as well. So far, it looks pretty cool.
Cool. Yeah, you said a scene with you and Tim. Tim is Tim Hale, who I had on here just an episode ago. Tim is a great guy. He's fun to work with, and he's like energy.
He is. Yeah, I actually, before we'd met to do our scene together, I already knew about him. I heard tons of good things about him. People were saying all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
And I was nervous because I'm like, oh, he's done so much. I'm like, he's got this big name for himself. And I'm like, oh gosh, I'm an amateur. I'm so nervous. But it went well. We did good. He said some kind words.
He was
and
super
it
nice.
definitely,
Yeah, that's how he is. That's how most of us are. It doesn't matter how long any of us
yeah,
are doing this. We're all feel just lucky just to be there. That's for sure.
exactly.
Yeah. You had mentioned that you've got another film coming out, Midwest
Yes.
Outbreak. Tell me about that one.
Well, I haven't shot it yet.
Okay.
But I did receive the script. We're still working on getting some budgeting, I guess, for the film. So it hasn't started yet. We don't know a start date. I don't want to say too much, but it's called Midwest Outbreak, as you said. The script is very good. I'm very excited. It's horror. I feel like I'm strictly going to be doing horror for some reason.
No.
But yeah, the director, his name is Aaron Wells. He's from Toledo, so I'll be shooting there. So that'll be, I've never been to Toledo, so that'll be interesting.
Oh, the whole thing's going to be shot in Toledo?
Yes. And it's just going to be a short film, though. It's not going to be a full-fledged.
Okay, I gotcha. That makes sense. Yeah.
But the script is really, really good, actually. I'm very excited.
Okay.
But I don't want to say too much about it.
Oh, that's all right. What made you get involved in that one? Was it the same thing? Your agency got it for you, or is that something you found on your own?
I found it on my own, actually, on I think Ohio Film on Facebook.
Oh, yeah. That's a great group.
Yeah, the audition was put out. I sent in some photos and another monologue, and I got a role.
What are you hoping to get out of this one? Like, that's kind of a silly question. Like, it's obviously going to be a little bit different because, like you said, you're not the bad guy in this one. So, what are you hoping to learn? Well, you're going to be with a different director as well, so you're going to see a different style.
Yes, I'm going to meet new people. It's going to be very different. Sorry, my cat.
That's all good.
What am I expecting? Just experience to meet new people.
Yeah.
The more experience, the better. I want to get it all. I'll shave my head for a role if I have to.
Oh, be careful now. I did
I would.
I did To Kill a Mockingbird on stage probably about a year or two ago, and I was Atticus Finch, and I had to shave my beard. And I'll tell you what, didn't like it. I didn't like it.
The beard is there for a reason. It grows back.
Yeah. But your whole head? Come on. Crap.
I would. I mean, if it was a big enough role, if it was gonna get me up there, yeah, I'll shave it. Let me do it.
So you had mentioned here that you draw, and you also mentioned that you're a writer and you do photography.
Yes. So photography, I've always loved it. I do it more for myself. I've not done it professionally. Like, I've done some engagement photos and things like that. But I like to do it for myself mainly, and I like to capture things without editing.
Oh,
I don't
sure.
like to do that. Yeah, I don't like to do the editing spiel. I like to get the natural lighting, get what I can. As far as writing, I do like to write poems a lot.
Oh, all right.
When I was a kid, I did write full-fledged, like, books. one of my notebook paper, and it'd
Sure.
be like this thick. So that's all. The writing has always been within me. It it just kind of, when I'm feeling some kind of emotion, I like to jot stuff down. I've started I've started some stories, you can call them,
Sure.
but just little stuff here and there. I am working on getting a better camera because I want to do more
More
photography, and I
photography.
do. Yes, and I do have some ideas of some short films I would like to try.
To write yourself?
Yes.
Yeah. See, that's why I started writing. I'm a bit older. I'm in my 50s. And I do mostly theater. I do film because it's fun, but mostly I'm a theater guy. And as I get older, the roles that I want, the leading man roles, they don't want 50-year-old men for those things. So what I thought I could do is that I'm going to start writing, and then I'll perform in the things that I write. So I'm writing things for myself that I could do short films for, or I could just perform in one way or the other. And it's kind of happened. I've written a couple super short films and two stage plays, but like I haven't performed in any of them. But you're
Yeah.
right. The writing, it helps me. And actually, I'm not gonna say it made me a better actor, but it made me understand why the writer is writing what they wrote. Um,
Yes.
yeah.
Very Uh, cool.
If,
Yeah.
if you okay, so you're gonna write short. What's the perfect role? Would you do the same thing? Are you writing for yourself, or are you just writing something that's in your head?
Well, it's more the so I have very vivid dreams,
Oh,
and I would like to recreate some of them. And some of the dreams recall from when I was a child, and they've been on my mind for obviously all these years. And they're pretty crazy, they're pretty cool, and that's what I wanna do,
so you remember
is
your dream?
recreate. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't. I don't know. Maybe
That's
I guess that's what makes it the world so beautiful is we all have different ways that we process things.
yeah. True, yeah. But, yeah, I've had some pretty interesting dreams, so
All right.
I feel
Horror?
like some yeah, well, here, I'll give you an example of one I would like to recreate if you wanna hear. I was young, I was about in 5th grade when I had this dream, and I was on a school field trip, and I probably won't implement everything that was in the dream,
Sure.
because it's a dream, they're a little wanky. Um, so I was on a school field trip, and we were going to this crazy library, and the library was, in a sense, I'm sure you've seen The Labyrinth.
Yeah, yeah. My ex-wife really loved that movie. I've seen it about 1,000 times.
Yeah, I love that movie too. But how the stairs are when the
Yeah.
baby's crawling up and down the stairs,
Oh
and
yeah,
it's
yeah.
like, so the library was kinda set up like that, and there were, like, platforms where there were desks, and it just kept going and going and going. And I'm on, like, an edge, and there is this freaky looking thing, something evil, and it looks like a human, but it's just there's no skin, so it's just flesh,
Oh
so you can
goodness.
see, like, the flesh and the tendons and all that,
All right.
and it's covered in, like, plastic. And I've got a long, long ponytail, and I'm standing off the edge, and the thing comes up flying, and it grabs me by my ponytail. And somehow my mom magically appears in this dream, and the only way for me to be saved is my mom has to solve some absurd puzzle, and she finally solves it at the very end, and she saves me, and that's how that goes.
All right.
But I'm not sure I'll do exactly that,
Well, that's how
but
the writing process works. You're going to write things down. You're going to toss things out. You're going to add things in that weren't in the dream. But
yes, exactly.
but you've got a great starting point. That's fantastic.
Yeah, so, that one's been on my mind a while, and I really, really would like to do something with it.
Did you think you would shoot it yourself, or would you get somebody else to?
Um,
That's my problem.
uh,
Is like I think I can write, and I
oh,
know I can act. I definitely can't. I can't produce the stuff.
it's gonna be a trial error and trial kinda
Yeah,
thing.
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
not sure
yeah.
that um, and I gotta get the right camera as well for all of that. I am working on getting a new one.
Okay, yeah. for the photography and for video. So like yeah.
Yes. Yes. I'm not sure. I got to do my research.
Yeah. You know what though? There's a bunch of movies, and I have an Android, but I know a lot of movies are made with cell phones. My Android doesn't do terrible as far as the videos that I shoot for some of the stuff I do for the podcast here. But I mean, if nothing else, you could at least make something with the film or anything really. Just use your phone, because the more you put things off, the less chance you're actually going to do it.
That's true.
So even
That's
if
true.
it's
I've got notes filled.
right.
I've got notes filled of ideas.
Yeah. If you wait for everything to be perfect, you're not going to do anything.
Yep, I agree.
You had mentioned that you made a prop for a film.
For the first film.
Oh, you
The
did?
first film that we were in. Yeah, I made the baby birds. I made 3 of them.
The thing that went over the fella's head?
No,
Oh.
they were like they looked like actual little birds.
Oh. And you said you sculpted them. Did you sculpt it, or is it like out of...
Yeah, I sculpted it. Chris was like, I don't have time to do this. And I'm like, I did sculpting in high school. It turned out pretty well. Let me just try. And I'm like, I'll take the challenge. Let me just do it. I did it. They came out nice. He painted them, but he did not use them, obviously.
Oh, he didn't. Okay. I was gonna, so he didn't give you like specifics. You just like did something and then...
No, well, I just Googled a photo of like a baby bird and just went from there.
All right. That's not bad. So what's the ultimate goal for you? Like, how... I don't know. Well, like, that's such a weird thing to say, because none of us really know what's going to happen in the future. I know for myself, I'm kind of put the performing to the side a little bit. I'm more focusing on this. I got to become a better interviewer. I'm not very good at this at all. But
no, you're doing fine.
There is a show. There's a play I'm going to audition for later. But like ultimately, I just want to continue to have fun. What are you looking for? Is this something you want to make bigger, or are you?
I would love to make it bigger, honestly.
Right.
I think most people do, but I'd be content with it not, if that makes sense. But I would like it to.
Yeah.
Just because I love doing it so much.
What's the dream acting job?
I don't have a dream acting job.
Right.
I mean, I would like to do it for a living. I would love to do it for the rest of my life and it be the only thing I could do.
Right. I think, all of us would. The only thing I ever wanted to be as a kid, kids, they say, I want to be a baseball player, I want to be a fireman. The only thing I ever wanted to be was famous. Obviously, that didn't happen, but
Well, yeah. I feel like, I've had those thoughts when I was a kid.
Yeah.
But sure, I would like to be famous, but for the right reasons, And if I would ever get to that point, oh gosh, I'd do so much to help the world. I would do so much.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to say do everything you can. Act in everything. Don't turn anything. Well, don't not turn anything down. You got to make sure it's the right fit for you. But like, PA on sets, help out if you can. Learn how the sound works. I don't know. That stuff's pretty cool, and it's good to know.
Yeah.
And meeting those people will then also they'll remember you for future stuff, which is always good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like when I have been on set, I've definitely been involved with everything. Just because I'm so fresh, I'm so new, I'm interested in it all. I want to learn everything.
Yeah. Is there anything you've wanted to try creatively that you haven't gotten around to doing? Like photography is great. Sculpting a thing is good. Like, is there, I don't know. I don't even know. That's kind of a open-ended question.
I don't know. I mean, there's so many ways to create. I like to draw. I like photography. But I think that most artists are good at creating in all different kinds of ways.
Sure. Is there a photograph that you're particularly, that's a terrible word, that you're proud of? Is there a photograph you're proud of? My tongue got stuck in my
Yeah,
mouth.
I do have actually, I have a favorite photograph,
Okay.
unedited. I can send it over to you if you'd like after.
That's up to you. I could put it in the notes here.
Yeah, that would be awesome. I can send it over. I do have a favorite photo. I have a couple favorite photos.
All right. Yeah, we'd all love to see it. In fact, maybe I'll even pop it up on the screen here.
Okay, cool.
But if you could spend the whole day photographing just anything in the world, where would you go? What's that one shot you got to get in your camera?
I'm a big animal person and I wouldn't be mad. I'm a big bird person too. I'm one of those people. I wouldn't be mad to just travel around and get snips of animals in them in the wild in the nature. But I'd like to capture, a couple in love too. I don't really have anything specific. It's just for me when I do the photography, I could be walking down the street and there can be a leaf just, you know, sitting a certain way on the ground and
Yeah,
I'd
yeah.
find it beautiful and I'd want
When
to
the
take a
light hits
picture
you.
of it.
Yeah.
So it's really just what catches my eye and I find beauty in little things and I think that's really what I'm looking for. I'm not nothing specific.
Yeah. No, that almost exactly lines up to how I am. When I like the type of movies I like are the movies about people that are just living their life and then things
Yeah.
happen to them. Like a small Dan in Real Life, a Steve Carell movie. It's just he just divorced his wife and he meets a woman and his daughters are like, "No, you got to go, move on." Or no, didn't divorce her, she died. His ex-wife died, or not his ex-wife, his wife died, and then he met somebody. And it's just his life, just how he's dealing with that. Really, the boring stuff is what I find interesting. So seeing a leaf on the side of the road and light hits it just right, and maybe there's a bug crawling on it, I,
Yeah.
I will stop and look at that every time.
Yeah, yeah, it's a beautiful you gotta find beauty in the little things, really, you know? And that I think that's why I don't like to when I do, take my photos and upload them, I don't like to edit them because I feel like it's genuine, this is what I shot, and
Sure.
this is what it is.
You've seen those edited photos though, and you're like, oh wow, that's really good. That just doesn't interest you at all.
Yeah, of course, no, and I don't not and, I no problem with that, but it's just how I like to capture the photos.
Is there anything you're weirdly passionate about? Like what when people first meet you on a set or whatever, and they're like, "Hey, Alissa," and you got to tell them a little bit about yourself, just because that's how we learn to meet people. Is there anything you're like, "I'm Alissa, I do this thing. I have crazy dreams about steps that go backwards, and my mom solves puzzles." Is that something that comes up?
Honestly, I can't even think of something. I mean, I'm very passionate about, I guess, being a genuine person.
Okay. Yeah,
I mean,
and that comes out on the screen, we hope, in your performances.
yeah, yeah. I guess that's my walk of life because it took me a while to get here, you know.
Okay.
And I just to be a genuine person and be compassionate, I guess. I mean, as far as my creative mind. I definitely live life by that, as being genuine and just being who you are, because if you're not, you're gonna fall backwards. You're not gonna grow.
Exactly, yeah, you're gonna learn, different, like I said, you're gonna have a different director for the short film coming up, which means he's gonna do things differently than Chris did,
Yes.
and you need to be patient with that, and you're gonna expect something to happen that isn't gonna happen. Has anything happened, that you didn't think was gonna happen? Like, maybe doing a take 5 different times from 3 different angles or that sort of thing. Like, is there anything that surprised you about filmmaking? I'm coming with the hard questions, I'll tell you what.
Um, Honestly, no, because I'm learning still. I'm
Sure.
learning so much. It's I don't think anything has surprised me yet, honestly. I'm just absorbing everything.
Right.
I'm taking it as it is, moving on, going from there, and no,
Are you
I
still
couldn't
looking
say.
for other projects, even though you've got the one booked?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I try to get auditions in as much as I can,
Oh, in fact, before we
for sure.
started recording, we were talking about self tapes. What's your favorite part about a self tape? Not a thing.
I'd say the one good thing is if you're not confident that it's good enough, you can go back and re-record.
Right.
But
Yeah.
other than that would be it. You know, trying to get the lighting, making sure the backdrop is nice. Oh,
Right. Right. You know,
headache.
I cheat a little bit. I actually have a teleprompter app for my phone,
I think I know. I
and I put the
know.
script
I've
on
heard
that.
of that.
And I obviously I'm looking at the script and I'm creating the character I want to create, but it's nice to have the words up there as well so that I can do it in fewer
Yeah.
takes and I can focus on the character more than. And maybe that's cheating. Maybe I shouldn't be doing that. I don't know, but I do.
Yeah.
But I do. In
It's
fact, I
fine.
got a couple years ago a film of a feature, and the guy said he hired me because it looked like I had memorized the sides, and then I told him no, I have an app. He's like, oh, that's all right. You were still the best one, or you're still the best choice for that character. So so I guess I did fool somebody, and maybe that's not fair, but it happened. Can't go back on.
Well, it happened how it should have. You still got it, you know?
Yeah, that was a fun project. So if this doesn't work out, no, it's going to work out. That's crazy. It's going
Gonna work out. You
because
gotta believe that.
because listen, I've been in a few bad productions myself, both on stage and film. In fact, I've been in so many. I've been in a, a good number of film projects, and I'm going to say like 3/4 of them never make it to final. They just don't, and that can be frustrating. And I've been in theater productions where I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't wait for this to be over. It's terrible. So
Yeah,
so we don't give up. We move on and we look for better stuff. Have you had any bad experiences? I assume not.
No, no, I'm not. No, not yet.
No, everything's working out for you. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, peaches and cream.
Oh yeah. I'm sure I'll get some bad ones though.
Well, yeah, and sometimes, and with the theater one, it wasn't the project itself; it was kind of the people. Sometimes, it was there was one I actually, I feel terrible telling the story, but I had to drop out. It was the director of the play was actually also the writer of the play, and it's one of those things, and it's one of the faults that I see in writing is somebody will write one or two main characters, and then there's like 100 little characters that have one or two lines.
Mm,
And I think there's a better way to write that. But this director, he wasn't doing very well, or he didn't give his vision very succinctly, and it was frustrating. And he wanted us to do this, and then, like you said in that shooting Baby Bird, the script is the script, but it also changes, and that happens a lot in
yes.
film. It shouldn't happen in theater, but it does happen in film. Was there anything you had memorized that Chris then asked you to do something different?
Well, no, there was a scene that me and Tim did do, and he added it on very last minute, and we kind of had to memorize it in one night.
Yeah.
Um, we both were kind of stumbling just slightly, but it worked out. And I actually seen the clip of it and it came out well. But that was a little, like a little frustrating and on edge, but it worked out and we did it. And, you know,
Knowing Tim, he probably made it really easy on you because he's pretty good at off the cuff. He's
yeah.
he's a good improv guy,
Yeah. No,
which I am not.
it went well.
Good.
Yeah, it went well. So it all worked out very well.
Do you think when you're performing, is it more important to be believable or to be entertaining? Does that make sense?
I think you need both,
Right. Yeah.
you know,
Yeah. And
but believable is most important,
yeah,
I'd say.
it's like you mentioned about being genuine.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, because yeah, I know when I watch stuff sometimes, I'm like, "Ugh, I don't believe that. That looks like," or some
Right.
Or is it just like if you can tell if someone's lying, it's the same kind of thing, you know?
Yeah. 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 I've seen plenty of TV shows and movies where I see a performance. I'm like, you know what? I've worked with people on a small budget film that are much better actors than this person. How does this guy get the job? And we're out here.
Gosh,
Yeah.
yeah, I know. I was on, the plane airplane about a month ago, and I downloaded a movie on Netflix, and I watched it, and I was just like, "How did this even get on Netflix?"
Well, it's money and people you know.
And I'm like, the acting was so terrible, and I'm like, there's all these movies are coming up, and it's just terrible. They're
Yeah.
just throwing it out there. I feel like people aren't really watching them. I think that's the issue with the streaming. People are just letting it ride out. They're not actually watching the films.
Right. They just know they got to get something out there so that their investors can make some money,
Yeah, even if it's terrible.
especially if it's terrible. Do you still get nervous?
Oh yeah, sometimes,
Okay.
but I learned, you know, past the fear is everything that you want and need. I've learned that. But it's a big thing for me. Like the school really helped a lot because I don't think I would be as open and able to do what I'm doing now if I didn't do the schooling.
So the teachers were very helpful then. That's good.
Oh yeah. I mean, I needed a makeup class.
Well,
I didn't even have any idea how to do makeup correctly, you know?
okay. For film and theater, you know how to do your own. Well, that's silly 'cause
Yeah.
I don't know how to do any kind of makeup. And every time I'm on stage, they're like, "Jimmy, you got to put on some makeup." And I'm like, "Okay," and then I don't. So so I'm as guilty as anyone else.
Yeah. So it helped a lot. I mean, they taught me runway, monologue, just everything because I didn't know anything at all.
Yeah.
So
I
I
love a
just
good
threw
monologue.
myself in there.
I love a monologue.
Yeah.
It's probably I'm going to say it's my strongest skill is finding a monologue. And I'm not saying I'm a great actor. That's not what I'm saying. But of my mediocreness, I really enjoy doing monologues. Finding the beats, breaking it down, finding when I need to stop talking, when to talk. I really enjoy that part. That is something I really enjoy.
Yeah, they are fun. They are fun. I found a cool one online and I kind of changed it slightly.
Okay.
And it's what I usually use for my auditions.
For
And
audition.
it works out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They say that theater people should have one or two monologues in their back pocket just in case. I have two.
Hmm.
They're about a minute each. One of them's from a popular TV show, and the other one is from a show I was in years ago. So, yeah, it's nice to have different types of stuff. Oh, I love a monologue.
Yes.
Oh, like I said, when I played Atticus Finch, he's got that courtroom monologue towards the end of the show. Oh, I nailed it every
Yeah.
night. It feels so good when you finish it and you're just standing there. Oh, so good.
Oh, yeah.
That's a great feeling.
Yeah. I had a class and they had us write our own monologue and it was very fun.
Oh, no kidding.
Very fun. Yeah, it was pretty fun.
Okay.
Do I remember that one I wrote? No.
You'll find it. You'll find it. You'll look it up, and then you'll do a monologue, a hashtag monologue Monday on Instagram, and you'll get a thumbs up from.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Wow. Listen, this has been a ton of fun. I'm excited that you're new to everything and that you're learning, and that's fantastic because I hope
Yes.
you get to do more than horror in the future. I hope that more filmmakers make more than just horror.
Yeah. I
If
do love horror though, I won't lie.
Oh, you do? Okay. Well, then that's not
I
so bad.
do. Yeah, so I'll pinch this in real quick. I used to watch Jeepers Creepers every night when I was in kindergarten, and my mom used to have to hide the tape from me, and I would find it and sneak it and watch it.
Okay. Okay. I remember my son was really into the when he was younger, the scary, creepy stuff, and I didn't understand it, but hey, you got to support your kids.
Yep, absolutely.
Hey, if people wanted to reach out to you, how could they do that?
They can find me on Facebook and my Instagram.
All right, I'll put both of those in the description here.
Awesome.
Like I said, it was great to have you. Now, before I let you go, I'm going to do some quick fire questions. This is always fun, but it's not because I don't know what I'm doing. If you had the choice to play the hero or the villain, which one would you choose?
Probably the villain.
A lot of fun.
It's fun. It's more fun.
What is the first concert you ever saw?
3 Days Grace.
No kidding.
Yeah, it was my first concert.
All right. I think we've talked about this one, but do you prefer acting, writing, or photography? Which one? Obviously, acting. That's what I thought you were going to say. All right. Couple silly ones. Would you rather only be able to whisper or only be able to shout? Listen, I'm not good at this.
Whisper, for sure.
Yeah, I'm the same way. Do you prefer being 10 minutes early or 10 minutes late? Or not prefer?
10 minutes early. I mean...
Yeah. Yeah. If you show up on time, you're already late. That's my opinion.
Exactly.
All right. Well, Alissa, thank you very much. I really do appreciate you doing this. I'm looking forward to everybody seeing it. And it was a lot of fun. Thank you very much.
Of course. Thank you for having me.
Of course. That was Alissa Liebenguth. She's still very early in her journey, but I think that's what makes this conversation so interesting. She's discovering what she loves, learning as she goes, and she's clearly willing to try just about anything creative that comes her way. I want to thank Alissa for coming on Seen and Heard, and I wish her the best with Midwest Outbreak and whatever comes next. Now, hey, if you've enjoyed this conversation, make sure you subscribe to Seen and Heard on YouTube or wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts. And if you know somebody with a story worth hearing, send them my way. I'm Jim Hagan. Thank you for listening. I'll see you next time.